Yeah, so here we're outside of the house, and I gotta be honest, the last couple of flips I've had have been these Dutch colonials. I don't like Dutch colonials, I just hate them. But they need love too, and so we're gonna give this thing a big old facelift. And so, Gail, what's your vision for the facelift on this Dutch colonial? We got to make this thing sexy again.
We do,
yeah,
indeed. We're going to take off the cedar shake, and we're actually going to change it to some board and batten to just kind of completely change the look of the house and the roof line, and we're going to switch up the colors. And I actually, when I first looked at this house, I drove through the neighborhood just to kind of see what the styles were, what the colors were. We have some red brick, we have some stone, we have a lot of things going on. So we just want to make it updated and not look so Dutch colonial.
Well, first impressions are everything.
Right.
And so what's great about this particular lot, and one of the reasons I fell in love with this property, is it's at the end of a cul-de-sac. Literally the path to a private neighborhood park is right next to the driveway. And so as far as a location goes, this can't get much better.
No.
I mean, how else can you find a house that's at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac, backing up to a private park, and in Grosse Pointe Woods? These homes are not a dime a dozen, right? And so they're rare. And so to be able to find this, even as ugly as this Dutch colonial is right now, the ability to be able to improve this and make it look beautiful so that when somebody drives down this road, they see a beautiful looking property, one in which invites them in. That is the point in switching out the exterior and making this really look good. And this is one of those things. The cost, it's an expensive endeavor to change the way the exterior looks. But when all said and done, we know that this is going to be something that's really going to speak volumes, because first impressions are everything. The first thing that people see when they search for homes on the MLS is going to be that front picture of the home. And so we need to make sure we nail this correctly. And so making this look sexy again is of utmost importance to us, which is why we're putting the investment in to really transforming the way the exterior of this home looks.
So we are in the formal living room right now, and this room and this house in general has a lot of charm and some really cool accent pieces that we're gonna keep, but we're just gonna elevate the look of it and kind of give it a fresh facelift. Most of the ceilings in the first two main rooms of the house have the coved ceilings, so they have a little rounded edge to them, which you don't really see that anymore. And the floors in this space are in super great shape, so we're just gonna sand them down and change the color. We're gonna go with the dark wood like we're going to do through the house as well. The fireplace is actually really beautiful. It just needs a fresh coat of paint, and we're gonna just paint the fireplace insert that's there already. I think we're gonna do a black color just to kind of really tie in with the marble that's already there, because it's in, again, really great shape. So it's doing little things like that are gonna make a huge difference to the look of the space and really update it. Okay, so we are walking now towards the back of the home. There's a couple different areas in here, but this is kind of a cute little sitting/office area. The first thing when I walked into this room that we're going to replace is the carpeting. It is a lovely shade of seafoamish green. And so we are gonna be replacing that. We're taking out all the wallpaper. They do have some cornice boards around the windows that are a dated look that we are going to take down. That's something that's super custom. It was really popular in the 90s, but not so much now. So we're gonna change the look and open up the windows and make room for some more light to come in by taking those down. And then towards the back of the home, this is another area off the back entrance. It is used primarily for another family sitting area, living area. It also goes out to a back patio that's covered and closed in. So another great space in here. Again, we're gonna take down the cornice boards, take off the wallpaper. We're actually gonna do wood flooring in here and and match it to what is in the kitchen, which is right behind us. But just making sure it flows through the home. We update what we need to and update the space. Okay, so we are in probably what is considered the third living area. So from the front formal living, you walk into the office / smaller living area into the back living area. And then we're actually gonna walk into the kitchen and the entry. And here, one of the things that we talked about is how small the kitchen was, is one of the things that I first wanted to change when we walked in here. So we're gonna expand the kitchen out as far as we possibly can. And we're gonna block off either a portion or all of that window, extend the kitchen out here so we can increase cabinet space, put an island in the middle with some fun lighting. So this is essentially gonna be an entry area / small dining area into the living area. And again, we're just going to change out the wood flooring. We're gonna sand it down and refinish it, take down the wallpaper, take down the window coverings, just lighten and brighten everything up and make this, a really great living space for families and also a great entertaining space as well. So one of the ways that we are also hoping to maximize storage space is by pushing the cabinets that we can up to the ceiling and getting the longer cabinet to take up that space and use it for storage instead of just that empty space. Another thing too is the bread garages of the 90s. We're going ahead and making it a low carb kitchen by taking that out.
So here we are in the master bedroom. Super important room in any flip because this is the one who's buying it. Mm-hmm. This is gonna be their room, right? And so one of the things that attracted me to this particular home was the size of this master bedroom, because for this age of a home in Grosse Pointe Woods, typically you're not gonna have that. But because this house had been added onto at one point, they not only added on the first floor, but they also added on to the second floor. And so you get this extra large master ensuite with the bathroom. And so talk through the designs and what you're thinking is gonna really sell this space to somebody.
So when we first walked into the space, it's huge. It's like a double master bedroom. There's tons of space in here, tons of closet room. So those are some of the huge features that are already here, and how do we make that better? So we're gonna update the paint colors to just go with the scheme that we have going on downstairs, so it's kind of all the way through, freshen up the carpet. We're gonna replace all that. It has an ensuite as well, so we're going to make sure that we update that, new vanity, updated light fixtures, updated paint, things like that, to make sure that it's just everything's updated and fresh and really feels like a retreat.
Right.
So.
So here we are.
Punch it out.
Oh, that was awesome.